Hello. Today we are going to be talking about Valentine's Day. Now, this is a day that some people really look forward to and sometimes really dread. It's a holiday of love and heartbreak, and that makes it powerful because it's related around these two opposing forces that both have equally strong feelings while also meaning completely opposite things. And when we have something like that, you get something very powerful and concentrated. So that's why I wanted to do a read about it today. It is approximately 1 month until Valentine's Day. And in light of that, I want to do a video in advance in honor of the theme to be able to give you guys some insight into what might be coming this Valentine's Day. And of course, when it comes to divination in regards to a wide audience, that can be tricky because someone who ends up having a very bad Valentine's Day could have gotten a read that they were supposed to get a good one and then they get upset. So it's like, how does one go about this? Well, that's what we're going to talk about first. We're going to see which deck here you feel resonates with you. And once we have that, hopefully that'll be in tune with what you're going to be going through and the possibilities for your future. This is not a guarantee that it'll happen, whether good or bad, but it might give you some guidelines to go with. And also some kind of guidelines. Some boundaries, some things to expect, or maybe some advice that'll help you get the future that you want to get out of your Valentine's Day. All right, let's begin. For pile number 1, we have a Selenite heart as well as a Labradorite heart. They're beautiful stones, especially this one. Now, Selenite. Selenite is sweeter than honey and milk. It gets to work straight away with helping you to shed those anxieties and worries that can weigh down the heart. This is a stone that loves to be light and that wants to grow wings. And it doesn't desire any kind of anchor or ties from catastrophic thinking, which I tend to lean towards. It will help free you from tangled thoughts. Selenite first starts with helping you unburden yourself by thinking with crystal clear clarity. It helps you to become beautifully aware of your surroundings and lend impeccable judgment and healthy insight so that you can work carefully with your soul to make the right decisions. It's a stone that invites you to be open and honest, pure, liberated, and to bring forgiveness to situations that are no longer serving you. Selenite helps you to do that emotional work of letting go so that you're able to rise up in your fullest form of power. As for Labradorite, it is considered a tremendously spiritual stone, especially helpful for people who tend to overwork. It helps an individual regain energy while aiding the body and spirit in healing itself. In the metaphysical world, Labradorite is considered one of the most powerful protectors. The gemstone creates a shield for auras and protects against negativity of this world. It's said to temper the negativity within ourselves as well. It's known for changing colors, as you can kind of see here. Yes. Beautiful. It is also known that in terms of zodiac signs, Cancer are especially drawn to this stone. That's for pile number 1. Now for pile number 2, we have an orange selenite heart. Orange selenite is nearly identical to normal selenite, but the difference is that there is a heavy grounding effect that the hematite offers. Normal white or clear selenite, like this right here, is extremely powerful and offers potent energies capable of initiating a spiritual awakening. As selenite would normally ascend your mind and consciousness, orange selenite grounds both your physical and spiritual body while still engaging in the enlightenment of the soul. Now that will be for pile number 2. For For pile number 3, we have the Ocean Jasper and the Picasso Jasper. Again, just absolutely gorgeous. Ocean Jasper is said to provide calm, uplifting energy to the holder in trying times, feeding into a more optimistic outlook on life. This stone aids clear communication and enhances self-confidence as well as self-insight. As for the Picasso Jasper, this little guy, this stone is said to promote inner clarity and interpretation of one's own thoughts. Picasso Jasper is most closely associated with the base, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. Also a creative stone, it's believed to help break through blocks and aid an individual in manifesting their imaginative ideas. If any of these spoke to you, then please click to that pile. But please be aware that there is a chance that it is not the one for you and perhaps a different pile is the right one, or perhaps it's another video that's meant to find you right now. But here we are. I hope you stick with me and we'll see what happens. Hey pile 1, if you chose the Selenite heart with the Labradorite, then this read is for you. All right, let's get to it. We will start by pulling out 3 cards from our pile here that'll represent your past, present, and future. And we will dig into what your future is for Valentine's Day and go into some oracle cards to get some more details and really figure out how things might go. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, that's actually, I think, 3 cards. All right, well, the deck picked for us. We have the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and no way, the 8 of Cups. And it counts down. Oof. Okay. Well, that's certainly saying something, huh? Wow. All right, well, let's get into it. Let's start with the past, the 10 of Cups. It's not like I didn't shuffle these like another time either. So these aren't just like fresh out the pack and just all in order or something. So this is just, okay. Wow. The 10 of Cups. This means contentment, repose of the entire heart, the perfection of that state. If with several picture cards, a person who is taking charge of the querent's interest. Also, the town, village, or country inhabited by the querent. Okay, to me, this means that you are possibly already with your person, content with your person, and you already know that they're going to be your Valentines. You are possibly married or in a committed relationship, and possibly even with a family, because with this card, we have here a pair of birds and then little baby birds. So either a family is either in the works or you already have one. Now, if that sounds like it is already you, that's your past, then continue on with this read. If that is not you at all, if you are not with anyone right now, you don't feel the love, you're feeling more sour so far towards this Valentine's Day, then this read is probably not for you. But let's continue on. Who knows? Maybe there's still a message that's intended for you, even if it is not your specific past. It could still be your future. All right. Next is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups means conquered, contentment, physical fiancé, and abundant refreshment of wine. It means victory, success, advantage, satisfaction for the querent. Yeah. So again, this just doubles down that you already have your person in mind, or you are already committed to this person, and that is the person that you're going to be spending your Valentine's Day with. It's not going to be someone random. It's not going to be someone that you ask last minute or haven't known about already. You are prepared. You have your little flower here, and you know exactly who it's for. Now for the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups means giving joy, mildness, timidity, honor, modesty. So this to me says that while you are going to have a Valentine's Day where you are with someone and are spending it with someone, that does not mean it's going to end with sparks flying and just a super amazing time. It's going to be a good time. Like, it was good. It was great, but not mind-blowing. Not that it's not bad. Sometimes that's just what we need to be able to make the better times seem all the more better and all the more great. But I would not let that keep you down or feel negative at all about this Valentine's Day. Let's look a little bit deeper with some oracle cards. Now, I have a couple of different flower cards, and I figured that those were most appropriate for a Valentine's Day read. Let's start by shuffling these. What is pile 1's Valentine's Day going to look like? What is the general vibe? The general feel of pile 1's Valentine's Day. All right. One more time. Woo! About dropped them again. Thankfully I didn't. Okay. We have Aspen with the number 2. Set that right there. Now, aspen in the old times was seen as a tree of heroes. Aspis is the Greek name for aspen. It means shield. The Greeks thought it had magical powers and protective qualities. Its leaves were used in the crowns of heroes. So this is a very good card. To me, it says that the person that you picked is your hero. They're your love. They are your number 1. Again, this is not some random person that you're spending your Valentine's Day with. This is someone that you are committed to. You are 2 peas in a pod, and you love each other, to be frank. Now, let's pull from another deck. How about The Secret of Wandwood? Yes. All right. Oh, let's start shuffling these. What kind of day should pile 1 expect to have on Valentine's Day? Is it going to be a good day, a happy day? We know it's going to be mild, but does that mean there was some disappointment, or was it just, could have been better, or maybe just plain contentment? Maybe there doesn't need to be something more either good or bad. Patience. Interesting. Here we have a very sleepy dragon on top. Actually, no, it has a nest. It has an egg. Aw. So, okay, again, this makes me think that you are possibly in a family situation or planning to have a family. And perhaps that might be brought up this Valentine's Day. Or if it's been on your heart and weighing on you, maybe you should be the one to bring it up. We also have here a tree with a puckering face that kind of looks like he's had something sour, but I think he's just snoozing. So we have a really deep slumber here. And with patience as our little note here, I think that means that what we need is to be patient with our partner, with this person that we are having our Valentine's Day with. Well, while we might want to go all out and just go crazy, maybe the best thing for you and this partner is this future where it's just a kind of a chill, one-on-one, simple dinner date, simple you and me together doing this basic thing, but not something extravagant like going on a hot air balloon and traveling across the world or going on a cruise. Not anything like that. Just investing in your person and knowing them and being intimate with them and having patience for knowing what they want and waiting for them to be ready to start this family if they haven't started yet. Or if you have started this family, to be patient with your partner, even if you've been with them a while, even if you are in a committed relationship. That doesn't mean that they're perfect. They need to have some leniency just like you need leniency in parts of your life. Let's pull one more card here. These are the Dream Interpretation cards, Dream Interpretation Oracle. So what we want to do here is to get some clarity on that future. What is going to be the best outcome, the dream outcome, the best outcome of this Valentine's Day for pile number 1? Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. One more shuffle for luck. We have dogs. And also the number 12. So perhaps you and your partner, you know what? We've been having hints of family this entire time here and also here with our first card. Maybe this isn't about a baby being in the family. Maybe it's about adding a pet to your life to bring your relationship to the next level by adding a family member that's not as big of a, like, I don't want to say commitment because having a dog is a big commitment, but not as big as such a life clinching decision as having a baby. Having a dog could really bring you and your partner together and perhaps be that next big romantic move. Like there's moving in together, there's getting married, but getting a pet together, that's something big too. And maybe that needs to be the next step in your relationship. Let's do some dice. Let's get you some more numbers, even though we already have some here. A 2 and a 12. And of course, 8, 9, 10. It would be funny if we got an 11, so we had an 11, 12. Let me just reach over here, grab my little container of dice. Actually, I'm doing this one. Here we go. A little bit of pink in there for Valentine's Day. Roll, 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 roll in. Oops. Let me just pull that over. It landed on 10. So that's 2 10s we've had so far. And 10, of course, lowers to 2, as does 8, as does 12. So I feel like 2 and 10 are very important numbers here. If you are making some sort of decision, whether that be how many flowers to get, don't get 10, get 2. Or maybe you need to get 10. Maybe it's 2 pets that you need to get instead of 1. Maybe a cat and a dog, or maybe 2 hamsters, maybe 2 goldfish. But I will say, if you are thinking about getting a pet, be sure to utilize this patience card and to not jump the gun and just get an animal out of nowhere. Research this animal, look into it, talk to your partner about it. Don't make it a surprise by any means. Pets as surprises are not good ideas. Offering to get a pet as a surprise is a good idea, but not actually just getting one. Please do not do that. But yes, so that is where I'm leaving this read. I hope that helped you in some way, Pile 1. And I hope you'll listen in the future. And also, I hope your Valentine's Day goes well. I hope you enjoy it with your person. And have a good one. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose the orange selenite, then this read is for you. As a quick refresher, orange selenite is very similar to white selenite or clear selenite, but while it grounds your physical and spiritual body, it also can engage in the enlightenment of the soul. So it keeps you grounded, rooted into the earth, while still in that metaphysical plane, that spiritual plane, but not completely gone, not just going out there, not doing all of this just crazy woo-ha. But I think that makes this a very powerful stone and a very important stone, because sometimes we need to remain grounded and not get lost in our thoughts, not get lost in all of the this and that we can think of that just turns into overthinking. There can be too much of a good thing, and this will help us keep our ground while also exploring those good things. So yes, it's a very positive stone. Now, we are going to shuffle these cards and get the past, present, and future of Pile 2 in terms of what's their Valentine's Day going to be like? What are they like right now? And what's it going to be like in the future when Valentine's Day comes up? What do we expect? What's it gonna be like? Is it gonna be exciting, disappointing, happy? Do you already have someone? Do you need to find someone? Is someone gonna find you? We're gonna find out. Oof, I am not good at the sideways shuffle. One more time, because in Pile 1, we got the 8, 9, and 10 of cups in order. And so now I'm very paranoid about the cards not being shuffled enough, even though they should have been, even beforehand. So it's just really weird. But that's how the cards do sometimes. That'd be how they do. Ooh, that one wasn't good. One more time. Please bear with me. I want to make sure these are really shuffled well. All right. We have the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. Ah, the Lovers, how appropriate. But in reverse, we shall see what that means for your future. To begin, we have the Seven of Swords. Let's take a look at that. It is depicted with this adorable dog wearing a cat costume, and he has just fetched a stick, and he is very happy and proud of himself for doing such a good job, as he should be. The Seven of Swords means design, attempt, wish, hope, confidence, also quarreling. A plan that may fail, annoyance. This to me says that I think it means that you have been trying to make plans for Valentine's Day and they have fallen through. It has not worked out. Either the person that you've been trying to go with has not responded to you, or maybe they have, but it's just not working in the scheduling. There's just something that's come up that makes it so that it seems like everything's just going to fail. But there is an attempt that's made, a wish, a desire for a good Valentine's Day. Now, that's in our past. That has been how you have been doing. Now, how are you right now? The Ace of Cups in reverse. False heart, mutation, instability, revolution. Oh no. Yeah, you've been struggling, pile 2. You have been doing your best, trying to be happy, trying to make those connections, and it has not worked. Things have not been going well. It has not been, you haven't been clicking with this person. While you have been attempting, it is not there. You do not have a happiness about this situation, and I feel so sorry for you. I want to be able to help. I'll be your Valentine's, pile 2. I will. You and me. Let's have a candlelit dinner. Now, let's look into the future. The Lovers in reversed means failure, foolish designs. Foolish designs brings us back to the 7 of Swords, where you have made plans, you have desires, you have wants, you have wishes. They don't work out. They don't work out well. The design ends up failing. It's not working. Whether it's you or them, something is clogging the system here. Let's try to figure out why and what you can do to change this future, to rectify it, to get a more positive outcome, if that's possible, which it has to be. Anything's possible to change. The future is not set in stone. Now, as appropriate for Valentine's Day, I have flower oracle cards. And let's see if we can get advice for pile 2 to rectify this dour looking outcome and to have a happy Valentine's Day after all. What can be done to make this a little bit better? If not a lot better, because we certainly could use it. All right. We have vines and the number 32. Now, what's interesting here to me is that they connect, right? They weave and they intertwine with one another. And it's not just a straight line. There are curves, there are bumps, there are ridges, there are all these intersecting points that just go every which way. And all the same, it is one plant. It's all of these like roots that are coming out and stretching out. And that to me makes me think, as depicted here, of a family of people that come from the same plant, the same root, the same source. And this to me says, to make your Valentine's Day better, you need to let go of these plans you have of having a romantic Valentine's Day, and perhaps contact one of your parents, one of your guardians, whether that be a mother, father, or someone else, a family member, a loved one, someone who you see as a parental figure, and let them know that you love them. Valentine's Day doesn't have to be about romantic relationships. It can be about familial bonds and just showing love. It's about showing appreciation and how much you care for a person. So I think if you think of Valentine's Day in that light, instead of the plans that you've had before, you are going to have a much happier day. And also keep in mind the number 32. Let's pull more cards. Now we have this deck. Can we get more advice for pile 2 as to how they can uplift this dour read on their Valentine's Day to come? How can they have a better Valentine's Day? How can pile 2 improve this Valentine's Day? Trying to get a really good shuffle here. One more time for good luck. Hecate. Change is important. Release the past. Release the past. That here I feel is very important because you are stuck in the past. You are harping after this person with these plans that are destined to fail. And because of that, you need to go back to your familial roots and release this pain, this idea you have of this person that you think would be your number one, would be your happy ending. They might not be. They might actually make you feel worse than how you feel now. And I would also look into Hecate and to see if you can find some spiritual guidance from her. Change is important. Staying stuck in the past will leave you stale and bitter, but churning the soil and getting things nice and fresh, that'll help alleviate your mood and to really give you hope for the future and to really be able to embrace what life gives you and to find something good out of it and to hopefully be able to mold your own future into what you want it to be. But first, you have to let go of the past to be able to do that. Let's look here. I have these everyday spell cards. Each of them has a spell. And let's see if we can find a spell for you that would help you get through this situation. What spell would help pile 2 have a good Valentine's Day and to prepare them for Valentine's Day and whatever happens? Ooh, this one just kind of popped out. I'm actually going to leave that here and still pull one more. You get 2 spells. Maybe you need to do a little extra work. All right. We have first Rainfall Right. On the first rainy day of the spring season, place a green glass bowl outside as a water catcher. Bring it out inside at the end of the day and place it on your altar beside a green lit candle. Say, water of life, gift from the sky. We bathe in newfound energy, making spirits fly. Dip your fingers in the water and touch your forehead. Pour the water into the ground of your garden, speaking the spell one last time. All right, we have that one. And then we have White Light of Love, which is very appropriate for a Valentine's Day read. The light of the light, blah, my words. Please come to me. Okay. To light the flower of love in your heart, time this charm for the waning of a new moon. Place a green candle beside a white lily, rose, or freesia. I think it's freesia. Freesia? I haven't seen it spelled that way. White flowers have the greatest perfume, and any of these beauties will impart a pleasant aura to your home. I like to float a gardenia in a clear bowl of fresh water, truly the essence of the divine. Light the candle and hold the flower close to your heart. Pray, steer me to the highest light. Guide me to the beauty and truth. Much have I to give, much have I to live. Bright blessings to one and all. I think doing either or both of these spells would be really healthy for you, Pile 2, and would be really good and help you to release the past, embrace change, and help you see things in a different light and reconnect with your familial ties. Last but certainly not least, we will be going over some dice to find some numbers. I am feeling drawn right now to this green dice. All right, let's see numbers for Pile 2. For Pile 2 to look out for, that would be helpful. We have 70. That's a big number. Okay, 70 and 32. I would keep an eye out for these numbers when making your decisions. There could be something like, oh, maybe you end up talking to your family at 7:32, or you end up picking something to watch that's on channel 70 with your family, and something like that. Like little things like this can help us make decisions that otherwise we'd be like, what do I do? What can be my next goal, my next path? Well, here you are. Look out for these numbers and try to match them to a time, to a number, as in like, maybe you pick a certain number of this or that. Hopefully you don't have to pick 70 of something, but you know what I mean. I hope that was helpful, Pile 2. If you enjoyed this read, please leave a like and subscribe and a comment. And I hope you'll tune in the future. See you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you picked the Ocean Jasper and the Picasso Jasper, then this read is for you. Let's take a look at these bad boys. So pretty. Now, the Ocean Jasper here is said to provide calm, uplifting energy to the holder in trying times, feeding into a more optimistic outlook on life. The stone aids clear communication and engages in the enlightenment of the soul. It also enhances self-confidence as well as self-insight. As for the Picasso Jasper, this one right here, it's said that this stone promotes inner clarity and interpretation of one's own thoughts. It's closely associated with the base, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. Also a creative stone, the Picasso Jasper is believed to help break through blocks and aid an individual in manifesting their imaginative ideas. If that sounds like it resonates with you, then please continue to watch this pile and we will continue with the read. First, we are going to pull from this deck to get your past, present, and future in regards to Valentine's Day. All right. Cards, please tell us about Pile 3. Pile 3's past, present, and future regarding Valentine's Day. Ooh. One more shuffle for good luck. Ooh, card flipped. All right. First, we have the High Priestess. Let's take a look at that card. Then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And lastly, the Eight of Wands. Now we will look into the meaning of each of these. The High Priestess. The High Priestess it means secrets, mystery, the future as yet unrevealed. If you are a male, then this is referring to a woman that interests you. And if you are female, then it represents silence, tenacity, wisdom, science. If you are neither of those things, then I believe that this card is about deep-rooted knowledge, about having an understanding of something that's not just a surface understanding. So to me, this says that it's possible that there is a person interested in you, but it's just as possible that you might not be noticing them because you've been thinking too much and you've been too deep in thought. And because of that, it's made you overlook this person. Now, that is what I read from the past. Let's see if that sounds familiar. Then let's continue on. For the middle, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Now, when reversed, the Six of Cups means the future, renewal, that which will come to pass presently. So it's funny because here we have the future yet unrevealed, and then we have, and here is the future. That to me makes me think that before, you weren't sure how your Valentine's Day was going to go. It was a complete mystery, but now you know. Now you have plans and you have thoughts that you want to put to action. As for the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands means activity and undertakings. The path of such activity, swiftness, as that of an express messenger, great haste, great hope, speed towards an end which promises assured felicity, that which is on the move. Also the arrows of love. Okay, this is great, pile 3. This is a good message. This means that I believe that your Valentine's Day is going to go well and your plans are going to actually work out, these plans that you've made here, they're going to work out and come to fruition. Now that we've gotten a baseline here, let's go into more detail with oracle cards. Here I have some flower oracle cards, which I felt were appropriate for Valentine's Day. Now, cards, can you tell us what will help pile 3 get that assuredness, to get that really happy Valentine's Day ending that they've planned for? What's going to help them keep that future and help them have more positive things in store for them? Oh, some of these flipped. When did that happen? Let's do that. Let's reshuffle, because that's way too many cards. What will help pile 3? Mustard. Also, the number 21. Now, mustard reminds me of the Bible and the verse that says that something along the lines of, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you will have the strength to move mountains. And this to me says, if you have faith in your plans and go by your instincts and by your intuition, then your plans that you've made here, just like it foretells, are going to come to fruition. And that's what you need to do to be able to get this future. Now, to be sure of that, let's look into another flower deck to see if there's anything else. Is there anything else you can tell pile 3 to help them get this assured future with the arrows of love? The bellflower. This means gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Be thankful. Be sure to take some time and appreciate what you have and what the future could be and what you can make of it. Everything is what we make of it. Perspective is everything. You could, for example, get into a car accident and break your leg, and that seems like the worst thing in the world. Well, for all you know, if you hadn't have gotten in that car accident to break your leg, you might have ended up intersecting with another car that may have killed you or may have given you brain damage, spine damage, like all sorts of things that are way worse. So then it turns out getting that broken leg was actually a good thing in comparison to what could have happened. So with that in mind, we need to remember, even when bad things happen, to have gratitude, because things could be so much worse and so much harder, but there's always good to find in it somehow, somewhere. Let's look at some spells, shall we? Now, I have here altar spells, and these are just a big stack of spells that will tell us what we can do yet again, third time's the charm, trying to get like all the information possible of what we can do to get this assured ending. What spell is going to help pile 3 get this good ending? Get this good and happy Valentine's Day and have it work out the way that they plan and the way that they desire. Ooh, a basket moon spell. Let's take a look at this. When the first narrow crescent of the waxing moon or basket moon appears in the night sky, place a green candle beside a white lily or freesia. I hope I'm saying that right. Anoint the candle with tuberose or rose oil. Take a handful of seeds or nuts, still in their shells, and place them in front of the candle. Close your eyes and recite this aloud. Under the newest of moons in Eden fair, I walk through flowers in the garden of my desires. I light the flame of my mind. I plant the seeds of things to come. Now say aloud what you want in the coming time. When the candle is burned down, bury the nuts and flour in your yard. Wonderful new energy and ideas will begin to bloom immediately in your life. All right, pile 3, I would highly suggest doing this spell right here to be sure that you get this assured victory, this assured ending to your Valentine's Day plans. Now, let me look up really quick when the basket moon is. All right, pile 3, the time to do this spell right here is January 21st at 12:53 p.m. And that is the time, specific standard time. If you are in a different time zone, then you'll need to look up to see what your time is compared to that. And I hope this helps you. Let's pull some dice to try to get some more numbers along with this 21 here, as well as we have 8 and 9, to see what numbers for you to pay attention to that will bring you good luck, good fortune, and help you get to this assured ending. We will pull this pink one. What numbers will help pile 3? 6. All right, pile 3. Keep an eye out for the numbers 21, 6, 9, and 8. If you are trying to make a decision, if you see these numbers floating around somewhere, then that should help you choose between one of the 2, 3, 4 plus things that are out there and really help you narrow down your decision and help you pick something that's going to be fruitful to you. And I hope this is helpful for you. I hope that you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope your plans go as you planned. And I hope that no matter what, you show gratitude and thankfulness and have the faith of at least the size of a mustard seed. Because if you have at least that much faith, then what you put into the world is going to come back and help you and be there for you. So please, I hope you found something useful in this. And please like and subscribe. Thank you for listening. That will be the end of this video. And I hope you all have a great time. Bye.